Ladies and gentlemen, it is a big, weird, wild world out there, folks. And here we stand, al pie del cañón, ready for anything. I'm Rob, that's the Natch, and you're listening to...
The ProBoh Show!
Good morning, boys and girls. How are you doing out there? It is a marvelous Tuesday morning right here, coming to you live from the heart of Madrid. How are you doing out there? It is currently 8:30 Central European time. For our international listeners, no idea what time it is, but thank you for joining us live. You can also join us live on twitch.tv/Professional Bohemian. That's Bohemio Profesional, pero in inglés. Super easy. If you're eagle-eyed and you're watching the stream, you will see the real star of the show, Rossi, behind me in the canteen. How are you doing out there, guys? Wow. We've got a great show lined up for you today. Today, in 100 Humans, I ask what spies carry in movies. Spies. What spies carry in kind of spy movies. Then in 100 Humans, we are going to look at the piece of news we missed yesterday, the US pastor, kind of like a priest, suggesting that Christians should be something. But we'll get to that later, guys. We need to unpack that news. And if we have time, we'll find out about a gas station clerk, someone who works in a gas station who asked a friend to do something. Weird. But before all that, guys, I'm here, you're here. Let's look at what's going on in the world. First of all, I want to say a big good morning to MJ Symbol, to Tripsky, to Pedro from Instagram, to Min, to Nessa Finessa. Okay, close the doors, guys. We already have the quality here. How you doing out there? Oh my God, Natch, the weather is so unpredictable, man. I feel like I'm living in a nicer version of England. I step outside, like yesterday, I came to work in my short pants. For those of you watching the stream, I'm wearing them again today. Yeah. I came in my short pants. I thought, okay, I looked out the window. It was 6:30 before I was setting off to work. Look at that glorious clear sky, I thought. As soon as I set foot in the office, it starts torrential rainfall. Right? I look like an idiot. I look like an ass in the office. Everyone gets in at 9:30. Wearing like coats and scarves and umbrellas, and I'm here looking like I'm about to go on a Hawaiian vacation. How you doing, Natch? How did Monday treat you?
Yeah, so far.
So far, so good, right? It's Tuesday, there's no quiz night. We've got an easy week this week. Heads down, work done, and come out the other end like having survived. Oh, dudes. So how's everyone doing? Let's see what people are saying. MJ Symbol says, good morning, Rob. Good morning to my virtual family. Born to Iron Man, how are you doing? Sorry, I missed that one. Good morning, Rob and friends. Tripsky says, I wish I could stay. It's the first time in a long time I made the notification. But he's going to catch us in the second half. No worries, Tripsky. Pedro's driving this morning. Min, the true streamer mode. Nice shirt, barely anything more than a set of underwear below. Exactly. Wait until I'm streaming from my home, guys. Wait until I'm producing the show from the ProBoh studios. Dude, you'll be lucky if you see me from the neck down. Sweatpants all day, every day. That's in October, though, sadly. All right, let's take a look at some news. Why do we take a look at some news? April showers bring June flowers, I guess, says MJ Symbol. Wow. Can we get this guy a super nivelazo, please?
Wow, que nivelazo.
We have an unpopular opinion for later on in the show. First of all, let's look at some interesting news. Apple. Apple. Everyone's favourite tech company, right, Natch? Have you ever owned an Apple phone or an Apple computer or anything like that?
An iMac once.
You had an iMac once. I had an iPhone for a while and an iPod. And I very quickly learned that Apple products are crap. I know you're going to hate me for that. We've got an unpopular opinion tomorrow regarding Apple, thanks to our guest, Coco Lavanda. So Apple is trying to trademark depictions of actual apples. Yeah, I didn't read that badly, Natch. You heard that correctly. Apple is trying to trademark pictures of apples. Do you know what that means? Maybe trademark is a difficult word. Registrar como una marca. trademark. Oh, not even a nivelazo. Have you seen that, guys? He doesn't even care.
Vaya nivelazo.
He's cottoned on to the fact that I'm using Deeple. Damn you, Natch. What happens in October, asks Nessa. The leaves turn brown, Nessa. The temperatures start to fall. It's a beautiful time of year, though. I don't know what happens in October, Nessa. I have no idea. Okay, so yeah, Apple Inc., the tech company, is attempting to secure exclusive rights to images of apples. Oh, come on, says Nessa. Can they do that? Well, they are trying, a move that has puzzled fruit farmers. Granjeros de frutas, would you say? No. Yeah, maybe. He's just... Yeah.
Nivelazo.
You don't even care now. You're not even trying. I could have said anything. Okay. The company has been trying to trademark the apple in Switzerland since 2017. This is unbelievable. And similar applications have been made in several other countries. The Swiss Institute of Intellectual Property partially granted Apple's request in 2022 for the IP rights, the intellectual property rights, to a black and white depiction of a Granny Smith apple, but noted that generic images of common items are typically considered to be in the public domain. Apple has since launched an appeal, but the details of this appeal cannot be disclosed. Unbelievable. Imagine, Natch, every time an apple is shown on TV, Apple, the company, get a little bit of cash. That's craziness. That is business gone crazy. I heard of another company trying to trademark a word. God, unbelievable. Just like a word, a normal, regular, in-use word in the English lexicon. Yeah, I mean, but I think, is the world going crazy? Tim Cook, are you going crazy? Interesting that they've tried this in Switzerland and what I assume are European countries. Europe is quite on the ball. You're not gonna take away our apples from us, Tim Cook, CEO of Apple. You said in October you'll be streaming from home. No, in August. I meant August, not October. My bad. I'll be streaming from home because the team takes a break. They work from home. You know, we don't let them go on holidays. Natch and I don't have holidays. We're like the elves, you know. I have my enslaved elves. I am someone else's enslaved elf. That's how it works. That's the world we live in, folks. So we don't take holidays. We just get to continue the daily grind from home. We'll be doing that in August. So you'll get your live shows, but probably a little later in the day. Let's see. Min, also they calculated the money made by Apple on the new iPhone. The phone costs over €1,000 and brings the company €630 in profit. You're literally paying hundreds of euros for the brand. Exactly. Like, not only Apple, even clothes manufacturers who kind of make clothing in the same sweatshops in developing countries, but the branded item of clothing is sold at a 100% markup because of a logo. I refuse to wear logos anywhere but my feet. I like to have nice sneakers, but I'm not going to advertise another company unless you want to pay me some money, friends, and I'll wear whatever t-shirt you want. Maybe with the exception of a red MAGA hat. Natch, would you wear if a company offered you €500, right? €500 a month to wear a Make America Great hat every day. Would you accept it?
Yes.
You would?
Yes. 500.
€500 a month. It's not to be sniffed at. I mean, I know you don't agree with the politics, but you don't care. I like that mercenary attitude, Natch. Give yourself a ProBoh approved. Yes, sir.
ProBoh approved.
Let's see. Nessa, I really can't believe that can be done. Well, apparently it can't. They are trying, but it can't be done. Or at least a company as big as Apple are struggling to get it done. Min continues. He says, they probably tried Switzerland because it isn't part of the EU, and they know the EU won't accept that. Oof, we've got good actual EU story coming up soon. Apple gets more profit on their latest iPhone than I have ever spent on a phone. Funnily enough, me too. Me too. My first Apple was gifted to me. It was already old by the time, the mobile phone, I mean. It was already old by the time I bought it. I wouldn't spend... Have you seen the new Apple goggles yet? Have you seen anything about that, Natch? The new Apple kind of augmented reality glasses? $3,500, Natch. Basically, it costs more than we earn in a month. Probably combined. What the hell, Tim Cook? What kind of world are you living in? It's just craziness. Yeah, I'll tell you what, though, Natch, it does look cool. It gives me a little bit of envy. Okay, let's while we're talking about EU, let's go to some news by PCMag.com regarding a new EU legislation. EU, right? Smartphones, so Android, Apple, phones that connect to the internet. Smartphones must have user-replaceable batteries by 2027. Wow. I love this news. Are they finally going to give us tech products that we can fix ourselves? Oh, like a you know why I never invest a lot of money in a laptop because I am not capable of taking it apart and fixing it. But I will always spend a decent amount of money in a desktop PC because I know if anything goes wrong, I can take the side off, look at it, and maybe fix it. So the EU is forcing smartphone manufacturers by 2027 to for users to be able to change their own batteries in their smartphones, in an attempt, I assume, to create less digital waste. What a great move! ProBoh approved for the EU. I mean, come on,
ProBoh approved.
Less landfill. And the great news about that is because Europe are putting their foot down. Every other country is going to reap the benefits of that. As with the USB-C port. Do you remember that news? When we spoke about Apple being forced by the EU to use USB-C chargers instead of creating their own chargers and creating more digital waste. Again, I assume Apple are gonna create a fuss about this because the most expensive thing about Apple isn't the products; it's when you need to repair something. Oh. I just feel like I'm arming myself for tomorrow's unpopular opinion with Coco. Coco's unpopular opinion, I'll give you a spoiler, is iPhones aren't worth it, or are iPhones worth it? I can't remember. She sent me a message a few minutes ago. So, yeah, this news coming from PC Mag. The European Union is set to enforce new rules that will require smartphones to have user-replaceable batteries by 2027. These rules, approved by the European Parliament, cover the design, production, and recycling of all rechargeable batteries sold within the EU, affecting not just smartphones, but also tablets, cameras, and even electric vehicles. Good guys, EU. You deserved that ProBoh proof, friends. MJ Symbol, the price of the goggles will drop. I guarantee it'll be the new trend. Yeah, I assume they will. I assume the price will drop, MJ Symbol. It's just releasing them at that price at launch makes them a status symbol. You can the kind of person that are going to buy them. I don't know. I don't know why it annoys me so much that they charge so much. I mean, I'll be honest, the glasses look amazing. They do look amazing. The bridge, good for the EU. Yeah, good for the EU. Nessa says, so glad about that piece of news. Me too, Nessa. Min, not being able to open up and repair your own phone was basically scamming anyway. Absolutely. Absolutely just feeding into this kind of culture of waste we've developed for ourselves. We buy products that go obsolete within a second. We watch adverts that tell us that the new thing is new and improved, making us feel like what we own is old and inferior. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. We should be buying things that can be repaired, Although I do say that about my socks, Natch, and I currently have summer socks on. Summer socks being socks with holes all over them. For the ventilation, so it's for the ventilation. They initially did it to make them more waterproof, but if you want to take photos underwater, maybe buy a special camera. Exactly. Yeah, what Min is saying there is that they created phones to be difficult to open and replace parts, so they were waterproof. But dude, I mean, you can live without doing a selfie underwater, I imagine. The bridge. I see things are being properly done at last. Let's hope things continue this way. Yeah. The European Union are on top of everything, with the exception, it seems like, of AI. I would love a European company to step into the AI sphere. That would be amazing. But so far, we have to make do with ChatGPT, an American company partnered with Microsoft. Anyway, let's continue. Pedro, sorry guys, heavy traffic, busy day today. Have fun. Thank you, Pedro. Thank you for being here. Obsolescence is not only because of battery malfunction, says MJ Symbol. There will be other issues. Yeah, totally. I think didn't they find a chip? Not a chip like a patata frita, like a chip on a circuit board in some printers that basically made the printer malfunction after 2 years. The 2-year warranty was up. What kind of scumbags? What kind of scumbags? Are you Natch? Are you a Primark shopper for clothes, or do you prefer to spend more for longer lasting clothes?
A little bit more, but not too much.
Yeah, me too. Like, not Top Man. What's the... Oh, God. There are tons of... I don't know store names. If you've ever seen the way I look... I mean, I'll confess. I have spent years shopping at Primark, but I'm so sick of my clothes dissolving off my body within a couple of weeks. It's time to go to Top Man, Top Shop. I don't know. There are other brands of clothes. I don't know. This is where I need someone with more style to help me. What did Symbol say there? I have never had my printer last longer than a couple of years. I can't stand printers. Have you guys seen the new kind of printer that requires no ink? It basically burns the very surface part of the paper. It's an inkless printer. Yeah. I know, Natch. Surprising, but yeah, they exist. It's a waste of paper. Shouldn't we be moving towards a paperless society now anyway? Nessa, it bothers me because it seems like a sect culture. A cult. I think if you're referring to Apple there, Nessa, it very much is. It was the first time I've seen a speech delivered by Tim Cook to an already Apple supporting audience, where the audience has groaned and sighed when the price of a product was released. Oh, and that happened with the Google glasses, the Apple glasses. Good rebellion. It's what they call in marketing terms a love mark, where you don't you buy the product, but really you're buying into the kind of lifestyle that the brand shows as its values. You're buying into the values of the brand and the brand itself, rather than the product. There are other companies like that, like Coca-Cola, to a certain degree, and others. Let's see. Pedro, by the way, Apple won't be able to register general depictions of apples as trademarks. The first requirement to be met is being distinctive. I'm surprised their IP department vetted that. Yeah. Well, apparently they've been trying in Switzerland since 2017 to trademark apples. Jeez Louise. What are they going to do? Are they going to sue the writer of the Book of Genesis, Natch? Adam and Eve ate a banana from now on. Yeah. Unless they're wearing Apple watches, maybe. Adam and Eve checked the time on their Apple Watch, and it was time to eat an apple. Let's see what else is being said. You guys are doing great work today, by the way. Brilliant live audience. If you want to join our live audience, guys, do that at twitch.tv/professional-bohemian and get in the fun. Okay. Pedro, we read that. So they won't be able to. I doubt they'll be able to trademark a picture of an apple. All right, you know what we're going to do? There is footage of that sign. There is symbol. If you search for it, it's there because I first saw it when I read the news about the glasses. It came along with a video of the audience sighing and even laughing when the price was revealed. All right, let's go to today's unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion.
Almost ashamed to go to the unpopular opinion. I was enjoying hanging out and chatting with you guys. But hey, we've got to change the world right now, friends. We've got to change the world. And that's what our unpopular opinion is about. Wow, that's a big claim, Natch. Today, so what is an unpopular opinion? It's a brain fart, un pedo cerebral, un pedo mental, una rayada. I share it with you on my social media, on my Instagram, @professionalbohemian. Bohemio Profesional. I share it with you there. You guys vote to give me an idea of where the wind is blowing. But the real decision makers are the people, the wonderful, godlike beings who are joining us live in the chat. They will decide whether this is true or false. Today's unpopular opinion is motivational books and speakers are a scam. When I say a motivational speaker, I don't mean like un altavoz. Motivational. I mean a speaker, a guy giving speeches. You know, these guys who tour around. Conferenciantes. Is that right, Natch? No, you're looking at me. Yeah? Oh, conferenciantes.
ProBoh approved.
I read it on Depop, but thank you anyway. Was that a pronunciation, Nivelatha? Yeah, right. So, motivational books and speakers are a scam. Okay, here we go. The elves have prepared their thoughts, and I will give them to you. Agreeing with this statement, critics argue that many motivational books and speakers primarily aim to generate profits rather than genuinely help people. These products and services can be expensive and benefits are often hard to measure or verify. Woo, the elves on fire today. One size fits all. Do you know that expression, Natch? One size fits all. It means like if you're doing something and it's too broad, you know, it's not specific enough. You can say that's one size fits all. Okay, un tamaño vale para todo. So it's one size fits all advice. Motivational speakers and books often provide generalized advice that doesn't take into account individual differences, situations, or cultural contexts. What works for one person, may not work for another. And finally, the last point, agreeing with the statement, motivational books and speakers are a scam, un timo, I think you would say in Spanish. Natch is nodding. Good. Motivation derived from these sources can be fleeting. Can be, short-lived. Leaving individuals in a constant cycle of seeking more motivational content rather than fostering sustainable change in their lives. This is a really important point I'm going to repeat. Motivation derived from these sources can be fleeting, leaving individuals in a constant cycle of seeking more content to motivate them rather than fostering sustainable change in their lives. Very important point there. You can do this, Rob. You'll own this unpopular opinion. Just think to yourself, like, I love this. Min is doing... Min is being he's being a motivational speaker. You can do this, Rob. You'll own this unpopular opinion. Just think to yourself that you will ace it and you will manifest it. Oh, God, that's a word that just triggers me. Manifest what you want and it will happen. Shut up. Extract it. You're a creative, strong, creative, independent person. Extract it. You have so much more in you than you think. Min there, highlighting some of the nonsense that these people say. Okay, let's continue. Disagreeing with the point. Motivational books and speakers can provide much needed encouragement and positivity, especially during difficult times. They often present different ways of thinking and can introduce new ideas and perspectives that readers or listeners may not have considered before. And finally, while the advice may not be personalized, it can act as a catalyst for change. Un catalizador. Oh, don't give me a nivelazo, Natch. I'll own that. I'm just going to wear that word with pride. All right, friends. I'm not going to tell you if this is a scam or not. You are going to tell me. I will post a poll in the chat, and you will tell me, am I right? Are motivational books and speakers a scam? Friends, so many things, an infinite number of things you could have been doing today, but instead of doing those things, friends, you decided to take the time to spend some time with the Natch and I, and it means the world. I'll see you soon. Hey guys, if you'd like to support the show, you can do so on Patreon. That's patreon.com/professional bohemian. There you'll find VODs of the episodes as they are recorded live, blogs, vlogs, and behind-the-scenes content. If you'd like to watch the show live, you can do so on twitch.tv/professional bohemian, and you can participate in the polls we use in the show on Instagram @professional bohemian or Twitter @ProBoh, PROBOH. Okay, on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. You're listening to the ProBoh Show, currently 9 in the morning. Central European time. I don't know what time it is for our international listeners, but I do greatly appreciate you. And you know, I just love. They give me that warm, fuzzy feeling from my fingertips to my toes. The amazing people who download the podcast. There are more of you than ever, and I love you guys. You angelic beings. While talking about our angelic beings, this is actually a nice segue. Wait, first, let me tell you what you've missed if you've just tuned in. We spoke about Apple trying to trademark pictures of apples because the world is crazy. We also looked at the EU having a new or enforcing a new rule that all smartphones, all cell phones, must have user-replaceable batteries. So batteries that you or I, any user, can replace ourselves by the year 2027, which sounds like a long way away, but it's actually just 4 years. Oh God, time is going so quick, Natch. So glad I'm already bald and wrinkly. You know what I mean? I've got nothing kind of... I look ahead and I just see more of the same. Bald people tend to age quite well. Do you notice that, Natch? It's good. It's good. Take the little mercies. And then we moved on to today's unpopular opinion, which was... motivational books and speakers are a scam, un timo. There's another way of saying scam that I can't remember. Estafa. Oh, Natch!
Nivelazo.
You know, the little man that lives in my brain was scraping and scraping there until he found that word. All right, anyway, let's continue. So yeah, motivational books and speakers are a scam. Well, I did get some messages offline, one from one of our angelic beings, our podcast listeners. He says, absolutely true. This is Jose Luis. Absolutely true. What do they know about anyone's personal circumstances? Life is complicated and there's no such thing as a permanent state of grace or happiness to be pursued for your own sake. Wow! Let's get a ProBoh approved for Jose Luis.
ProBoh approved.
Great guy, Jose Luis. Thank you. And I do appreciate you listening to the podcast. All of you guys. Thank you so much. Also, we had Mia again writing to us. She says, I feel like it's all about your perspective. If you approach them with an open heart and mind, even the simplest words can change your life. God, that just sounded like an Instagram post. You manifest your destiny. You are a magical being full of light. Whatever. Kevin, well, the industry certainly isn't without its charlatans. Wow. Charlatan, a con man. However, dismissing the entire field might be too hasty. There are speakers and authors who provide substantial insights based on research. Okay, so in defense of the industry of motivation, in defense of that. Let's take a look at our chat, the awesome people joining us in chat. Min says, it's difficult sometimes for people. It's difficult sometimes for some people. A change of perspective is all they need. In that case, there can be some use to it. But usually, reaffirming words alone isn't enough, and you need a personal conversation. A heart-to-heart, un tête-à-tête, as they would have said in France. A heart-to-heart, a face-to-face conversation with someone you trust is better than a stranger on a stage saying, if you believe in yourself, you can reach new heights. That was from Min. Incredible. Let's give him a ProBoh approved. My God.
ProBoh approved.
I think he kind of, for me, Natch, hit the nail on the head there. Saying, words are not enough. If you're in a place where you feel demotivated, what you need is action. Words aren't enough. What's your take on this, Natch? I haven't asked you yet. What do you think?
I don't think they are all a scam. Maybe there are some.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe if you are lucky enough to have your life well structured, okay. But there are people that need help.
Yeah.
And maybe a book or someone telling you something can help.
I'll tell you what, it's cheaper than therapy, man.
Yeah.
It's cheaper than therapy.
Yes.
Let's continue. Nessa Vanessa, just as Min says, this is a hard one because it might work for some. It's never worked for me, though. I don't really trust motivators. Coralism. To me, they're a scam. They are full of empty words, and if they work for someone, it's only because they convince themselves that they do. And in any case, the effects of these books and speeches will probably be temporary. And then, Symbol, are these books all really BS? I'd really like to know if they have helped anyone. I think when people are in need, you automatically become vulnerable and tend to believe anything. Hashtag religion. Woo! Let's get Symbol, Coralism, and Nessa a ProBoh approved.
ProBoh approved.
You're killing it, guys. You're killing it. Lo estás petando. You're killing it. I only just recently learned that you can't say lo estás matando because it doesn't mean a positive thing. It means you're literally killing something. And that is my go-to word of praise for anyone. Oh, dude, you're killing it. So for 20 years, I've been walking around trying to say good job and just telling people what you've done is just crap. You've killed this project. Seemed like such a nice guy. So yeah, is it all BS? Oof. I think when people are in need, that you automatically become vulnerable and tend to believe anything is what Symbol says there. I think there's a lot of truth to that. Like, look at the people who do need these books. Maybe. Okay, I'm going to play devil's advocate for a second. Okay? I'm going to play devil's advocate. Do I believe they're a scam? Not 100%. Not 100%. And I take issue with something in particular. The profit motive. Okay? The profit motive being doing something for money. Okay. Nobody works 8 hours a day for the love of what they do. They do it because they earn a wage. Let's be realistic, guys. Just because something's done for a profit motive doesn't mean it's essential. It doesn't mean that it's negative. It doesn't mean that someone can't take something positive from it. Disney don't make movies, believe it or not, to entertain you. They make them because they earn $1 billion whenever they do. Doesn't mean you can't enjoy the movie, friends. It means you can enjoy it just the same. A lot of people don't have access, either financially or because of where they live, to good therapy. If it works for a few, is it really a bad thing? Is it really negative? Is it really a scam? That's my question. And I don't think so. I mean, surely in every industry there are people who, work at a different level of effectiveness. I think the question here is, are they effective? Probably not for everyone. But the few people in which they are effective for, or the few people that are guided to a better life or a better way of living, they wouldn't consider it a scam. At least the 31% of individuals who voted false on today's unpopular opinion on Instagram, they wouldn't think it's a scam. I'm hesitant to call it a scam per se. I do think there is some predatory element to it, though. I will say that. Not among all, but among a few. Okay? Now I've spent a bit of time defending it, I'm going to argue with myself. Not every motivational speaker or writer is predatory, but there are a few that prey on vulnerable people who are in need of help and in need of guidance, and who sadly become in some way dependent on the positivity or the encouragement provided by some of these motivational speakers or workers. But just because there are a few bad ones, does that mean the whole industry is a scam? Of course not. Even in this company where I work, we teach English. But there are a lot of English academies that really don't care about you improving your English. They just want to keep you perpetually in classes so they can keep making an income. Does that mean all English academies are bad? No, it certainly does not. So those are my thoughts. Are they a scam? Some are, some aren't. Does that mean the industry is vapid of any or devoid of any value? I don't think so. I know some people who take great pleasure and derive great meaning from these works, whether it be a speech or a book. I am not one of those people. They do not work for me. They annoy me. Whenever I hear someone say, manifest what you want, I just want to bang my head against a brick wall or go to my happy place, because I find it awful and vapid. But there are some people that works for, and we can't all be the same, thankfully. Let's continue. Let's see. Not 100%, 95% says Symbol. Nessa says, I totally agree. MJ Symbol, Will Smith stated, for every single problem, there are books that can untangle it and help you. Will Smith, the most profitable American artist during the last 20 years. Yeah, I think Will maybe needs one on anger management. Hey, Will, you got a good book you can recommend me on anger management? Nessa Vanessa, that's why it's hard to vote today. Yeah, it was a difficult one. I will grant you that. But what did you all vote? Should we unveil the results? Okay, so I made the statement: motivational books and speakers are a scam. Let's get a little drum roll. 100% of you voted true. Oh. Yeah. In my heart of hearts, I want to agree. In my heart of hearts, I just wish everyone could be a little bit tougher, seek out physical change rather than just words of encouragement. In my heart of heart, I wish that was the way everybody worked. But they're not. They're not. We're all different, and we should be celebrating those differences. And a part of those differences is there are people out there that really take great value out of these things. So there you go. 100% true. We're all monsters today, guys. All right, let's go to today's 100 Humans. Oh, Natch, am I slowly radicalizing the audience? I think I am. No, I mean, look, I design these things to be very kind of black and white, when always the truth is in some shade of grey. So don't feel bad if you voted true, because I mean, to a certain extent, I agree. Okay, would these books be marketable if psychologists weren't so overpriced? Is the real question. Yeah, that is the real question. Yeah. Okay, so it was a long walk to work today, guys, across snow-capped mountains and through river valleys. And on that walk, I encountered 100 humans, and I asked them all a question. Today's question was, name something that spies in movies always carry. Name something that spies Espías, would you say? Right? Name something that spies in movies would always carry. Nombra algo que siempre llevan los espías en las películas. Oh, Natch!
¡Wow!
Yeah.
¡Qué nivelazo!
I hit that ball so hard it went past the stadium it's currently in orbit of planet Earth. Name something that spies always carry in movies. They gave me their answers. I'm in possession of the top 7 right here. Your job in the chat is to identify those top 7 answers. All right. As always, we go to the Natch first. Natch, what do spies always carry in movies?
A gun?
A gun, a weapon of some sort, right? A weapon, like James Bond. All right, a gun or a weapon. Nessa agrees with you. Said a gun. Is it there though? Yes, it is. Well done. Natch and Nessa, a weapon or a gun is there, and it's the number 1 answer. 34 of the 100 humans today said a spy always carries a weapon in the movies. Very good. Okay, let's go to the chat. Coralism says a magnifying glass. A magnifying glass. I am so curious. Do you know what this is in Spanish?
Una lupa.
Una lupa. Oh, claro, I know that from Photoshop. God damn it. God damn it. Okay, una lupa, a magnifying glass. Is it there, though? Did the 100 humans agree? Yes, they did. Well done. Magnifying glass, the 5th most popular answer with 8 of 100 humans. Binoculars. Binoculars, says MJ Symbol. Binoculars. In Spanish? Binoculares, you're going to say.
Prismáticos.
Oh, prismáticos. Madre mía. All right, I never heard that word before. Thank you. Give yourself a nivelazo, Natch.
¿Será posible? Vaya nivelazo.
I mean, dude, there are words that are easy to understand how you might know. Like anything to do with audio, radio, media. Binoculars, dude? That's some great vocabulary. Natch. God. So binoculars, is it there? Yes, it is. Well done. MJ Symbol. 20 of 100 humans. It's the 2nd most popular answer. Well done. Okay. A microphone. A microphone. Microphone. A listening device. A microphone. Is it there? No, it's not. Sorry. Well done. That was Born to Iron Man. Nice to see you today, my friend. Born to Iron Man said microphone. Not there, though. It's probably the 8th most popular answer. A secret microphone said Nessa as well. Sadly, not there. Okay. MJ Symbol says a notepad. Bloque de notas, would you say? Yeah, okay. Notepad. It's not there. Sorry, guys. Coralism, as somewhat of a joke, says a shoe telephone. You know what? I'm going to give it to her. Well done, Coralism. A phone is there. Not a shoe phone, but you know, we are talking about spy movies. Why not? A phone is there. It is the 4th most popular answer. Well done, Coralism. Okay, a recording device. A recorder. A recorder. But recording what? I can't give it to you, Ness. I can't give it to you. It's close, but it's not quite there. Let's see. A magic watch. Magic watch. That's not there either. Sorry, it was. A good suit, says Min. A suit. It's not there. It's not there. And the heavy burden of expectation. Raincoat and a hat. Not there either. Oh my God. All right, let's combine a few of these so we have time for complete the news. Okay, Born to Iron Man says a Vespa. A Vespa. Special glasses, says Vero. Thinking about Mr. Ethan Hunt. So a special glasses. Nessa says a disguise. Symbol says a fake mustache or a disguise, and a newspaper. Born to Iron Man says a GPS. Friends, none of those are there. Sorry. But Nessa steps out of the dust and debris of so many wrong answers. Like a hero. She says, camera. Is a camera there? Yes, it is. Well done. Well done. A camera is their third most popular answer, with 18 of 100 humans saying spies in movies always carry a camera. Okay, I'm going to give you some clues. These help you see in the dark. You know, you can point them at things. They can help you see in the dark. You point them as if you're pointing a gun or a pen or whatever. You point them and they highlight things in darkened areas. Oh my God! Could I make it any easier? Go on, Natch, tell them.
A torch?
A torch, yeah, well done. That's all the time you've spent with Ximena, because that's a British way to say a flashlight in America. Yeah. Well done. Flash, not flesh. Those are different things. Ask Uncle Google about that one. Flashlight, lantern, well done Nessa, well done Bonta. Iron Man, very good. Min says, a little device to play their theme song during exciting things, exciting parts of the sneaking. A flamethrower also says Min. None of those things are there. Sorry, guys. All right, last clue. Okay, they would use this thing, usually carried in one hand. Okay, inside you can imagine there are documents, important documents, maybe a laptop, pens and things like that. It's something you normally associate with business people. Usually made out of leather or some fake leather of some sort. They've got like combination locks on them on the top. I think Natch is doing a little deeple himself. I caught you. I'm not on my own. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be difficult for our Spanish friends here. What do you think it is, Natch?
Maletín.
A maletín. Yeah, difficult because a lot of people think suitcase, right?
Briefcase.
Briefcase. Well done, Natch. Oh my God, dude. I'm impressed today. So yeah, well done, Nessa, Coralism, and of course the Natch. A briefcase, sixth most popular answer. Let's go through the list. So I asked 100 humans to name something that spies always carry in movies. Nombra algo que siempre llevan los espías en las películas. In position number 7, we had a flashlight. Una linterna, would you say? Linterna? Yeah. Flashlight. In position number 6, a briefcase. Un maletín. Well done. In position number 5 was a magnifying glass. A lupa. In position number 4, we had a phone, a telephone. Well done. Telefono, come on, super easy. In position number 3, we had a camera. Well done. In position number 2, we had prismáticos, binoculars. Oh, I'm learning today. Well done. And finally, in position number 1, we had a weapon, una arma. Well done. My God, guys. Ooh, we have to be quick. Let's go straight to complete the news.
Complete the news!
A phone with a ProBoh Show downloaded onto it, says Min. Of course, if they are spies of any quality. I'm having fun today. Long live Uncle ProBoh. He's murdering it. Thanks, Symbol. Yeah, I'm having a good show today too, man. Okay, so here we are. Complete the news. I'm going to give you a news headline, un titular, but I'm going to leave out some important information. Your job in the chat, only by saying A, B, or C, is to complete the news. If you are one of the many people watching the show, but you find yourself nervous to participate, this is your moment. Because all you have to write, A, B, or C. Or un arma, thank you, Vero. Thank you. That's why I didn't hear a nivelazo. That's why. Because I got it wrong. All right, here we go. A US pastor, a priest, kind of. Como una cura, pero in the US in a different form of Christian religion. So a US pastor suggests that Christians should be blank. US pastor suggests that Christians should be blank. Is it A, celibate? Celibate is where, I don't know what the translation is in Spanish, but it's like priests are celibate. You can't have carnal knowledge of a person, right? No sex for you, basically. Is it A, celibate, B, suicide bombers, or C, quiet? A US pastor suggests Christians should be A, celibate, B, suicide bombers, or C, quiet. Celibe, apparently in Spanish. Thank you, Vero. What do you think, guys? A US pastor by the name of Kent Christmas, if that helps you at all. A US pastor suggests that Christians should be, is it A, celibate, B, suicide bombers, or C, quiet? What do you think, Natch?
C.
I think C, quiet. Is that what the US pastor thinks or what Rob thinks? I think it might be what Rob thinks. US pastor suggests Christians should be A, celibate, B, suicide bombers, C, quiet. The chat overwhelmingly, I think, are saying A. Okay, B coming in second, but A is the most popular answer, celibate. Let's get a little drum roll. US pastor, he's suggesting Christians should be B, suicide bombers. Oh my God, Jesus would not approve. Yeah, a sermon delivered by Kent Christmas, a pro-Trump pastor from Regeneration Nashville, suggested that Christians should be willing to die for their faith. Oh my God. Oh my God, guys. All right, after that little depressing piece of news, friends, I will post all the links I use for my show on my Discord. Guys, please feel free to check that out and support the show. Friends, so many things you could have been doing today, so many things. But instead of doing those things, you took the time to spend some time with Natch and I. It means the world. See you tomorrow.